Simon Nemec, David Jiricek, top two defensemen selected in the 2022 NHL draft. Both are currently in the AHL trying to find their way. You have a choice. Which one of those two is most likely to put it together and become an NHL top four defenseman? And if you have to say neither, that could be very troubling. But but of those two, who do you think has the best chance to make it?
God, hey, it during that year, I think I was on an island at Elite Prospects where I was like Simon Nemec, Simon Nemec, Simon Nemec. I like this kid a lot. The skating, I really like the skating. I like the IQ. I didn't think he had like super high offensive upside, but I just thought he was going to be a good player, and I still think he's going to be a good player. It hasn't happened just yet, and he has struggled to move the puck effectively at the NHL and the AHL level at times too. Jiricek, though, never loved the feet. He had the size. They're both right shot kids, but Jiricek had the size. You know, he had higher offensive upside with big shot, and I think just better handling. But he has his development has stagnated more than Nemec, and the foot speed. The foot speed has always bothered me with him. Now, that said, I do like him moving to Minnesota because I like some of their player development. I like some of their pro scouts. I understand what they're doing. They're bringing him in. You know, they got Zibuim, they got Brock Faber. They can insulate him a little bit. You know, maybe that's with Jared Spurgeon or Brodin. Nemec, you know, he's fighting against Luke Hughes and Dougie Hamilton. Like I'm going Nemec. I'm going to stick with the guy that brought me to the dance there in 2022, and I'm going Simon Nemec has the better shot because I'm all about skating and brains, and so that he's got the edge in both those categories.
Yeah. Okay. So I was Team Jiricek in his draft year. And you know, in the subsequent years, I go back to the Halifax World Juniors and I watch how David Jiricek played in that tournament. He was the defenseman of the tournament. He was a force, and he almost took the Czechs to gold against Connor Bedard and your home country of Canada. And that was one of the most impressive performances. He's actually there. David Spacek who is also on that team and also excellent in that tournament, is also with the Iowa Wild right now. So they are reunited there. But the thing that gives me concern about Jiricek at this point is that he wanted too much too soon. He wasn't ready for the NHL, and he didn't earn that opportunity. And when it didn't come, he asked for a trade. And it's very difficult for me. Now, I like the player still. It is very difficult for me to reconcile that with, you know, can you bear down and figure it out and get to the NHL?